Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Dolphins coming up next.
Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former 6th-round pick in his 3rd season out of Washington State, Gardner Minshew.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can... that, he can have another big game, though.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And his first pass is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Isaiah Simmons coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Schwartz. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down now, it's Schwartz, and he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 37.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 37 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Ray McCloud to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throwing on second and long. Minshew. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's more on the return. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive, and certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a give, right side. Swartz. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Keep breaking them balls up. 44, Mike, 44.
On 4th down, Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Minshew's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's got this down to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Minshew's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Connor. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now Minshew. Touchdown. That's caught. Darren Waller. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Stop your whining. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got an open man at Schwartz. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Come on. Let's ride. Let's ride.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Minshew sets to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Come on, fellas.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Come on now.
Rondale Moore, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Minshew, 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man complete to Miller. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
You think you gonna get that?
Anthony Miller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gostkowski for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
Let's go. Hey, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right here. I know how I feel.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the curve.
Throwing after the interception. Fields. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Check. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
To throw is Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here we get set. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Danny. 44.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Watch the pass. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm trying to collect.
A final shot before the break. Fields eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's on to halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Watch 36, 36.
On first down, it's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there taken in by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Schwartz, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on third down, Fields. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf. 53 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points.
There you go.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And all the way down to the 29. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 25 on second down, Minshew. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense
I need
making
to get
some
my
changes.
swag right there.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Let's go.
Anthony Schwartz saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Here we go. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. I got it.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mike, check 33. 33. You remember me?
From the 31, Minshew. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Michael Gallup, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Watch your right.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Bring in the second spring.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Anthony
Touchdown,
Schwartz,
baby, let's go.
74 yards. And the Dolphins get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. From the 30 on second down, Minshew finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time.
Do what we do. Do what we
Picked up
do.
by Caleb Farley. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation. Defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Minshew's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check back 33. Check back 33.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
To try again after the sack, Minshew. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's Miller complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Minshew. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
I'm going to hit you all.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Gardner Minshew scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami set to take over. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. On 1st down, Schwartz. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 36 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Fields. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here I come.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Come on, fellas.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Watch twist. 44 is the Mike.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 99.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Schwartz, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 165 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. I'm assuming they're keeping this.
I would think so. Because
Mike's boom.
Watch the slant.
22, check, Bubba. 22, check, Bubba.
They'll keep it on the ground. Schwartz. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, an 8-yard touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost...
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Got a man complete to Miller, and he'll be out right at the 35. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now a run with Peterson. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.